It's planner setup season. And if you would like to see how I set up this Hemlock and Oak, my very first book-bound planner, keep it right here. Hello everybody, this is Priya here. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and if this is the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I share tips, ideas and inspiration to make your planner and journal spreads pretty and functional. So if you saw my planner lineup for 2025, you saw that I have this horizontal book-bound planner, my very first book-bound one from Hemlock and Oak, and I absolutely loved this the very first time I saw it because I've been trying to kind of expand my style and expand my world a bit in the creative sense, if you know what I mean. So this is the horizontal, and I will set up first of all a couple of words of appreciation for this brand. They do stand for sustainability, and there is a lot of sustainable elements that they try to include in their stationery. So that's a great way of giving back to the community and doing what's best for the world around us. So as you can see, this has, I'm not sure how much the camera is picking up. Can you see those textures? It's really thick 120 GSM paper, and I don't think I will have to worry much about ghosting or bleeding. So this, I had talked roughly about how I will be using this in my planner lineup video. I will have that linked if you want to check that out and come back to this. And I will have to say that I fell in love with the paper quality, but the only thing that I felt was a bummer were the sharp corners. But worry not, I have the solution for that, because if you've seen me use this gadget, this is the corner rounder, and I use this quite a lot in my journals, so I had to try that. So I have done most of the pages, so I will do just a couple of pages in the front for you to see, and you go with 2 or 3 pages, not more than that. Don't overload the punch, and you just take it. And this is kind of the 4mm is what I ideally like. That is nice and rounded, and there you go. So that side and that side done, and we have, I'm just taking 2 pages now, and I think it was a good idea that I decided to kind of finish off the rest so that we can get things done quickly on camera. So that was the reason, and let me just take care of those corner pieces. So we have this again. So when you open, I'm just going to have some simple setup right here. And as you can see, I have my distress oxide here in the salty ocean. And if you did not guess, if you did not see it coming, it is my favorite season is winter. So I'm bringing in some wintry cute elements in here so that we can have some fun with it. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just taking a scrap piece of paper from one of my Dutch stores, and this happened to be, I usually try and save it, but this time I thought I will just come and use this for the inking. So I have that, and let me just dab, 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 dab. Just going with something really nice and simple. You must have seen how I talked about how you can get started with a new journal if you are feeling overwhelmed, thinking you will ruin the journal. I have a video for that, giving you 6 ideas to get you started, because once you start, you will not want to stop. So I've been there. So I had a video just for that, and please check that out. It was quite requested, and that was why I decided to squeeze it in this planner setup busy season, because that there were quite a few people who wanted that. So I'm having that. And now let's get to some fun stickers. And before that, I need a couple of sticker books for under here, because as you can see, it does lay flat, but since this side is practically empty, let me just get two of these, one more maybe. There's Mojo Jojo Plans sticker books. So for Mojo Jojo Plans, you can use my code Priya10 for 10% off if you want to grab anything from there. And I'm also using some of these winter stickers. And I also have these, which are from Let's Plan with Sarah's Advent calendar. Lots of fun stuff, including this scrapbook paper that I just printed on A4 sheet. And I think I'll just bring in something from here, because those are big stickers. I'm not sure I want to bring in the bigger elements just yet. I will have the shop linked if you. So I will have something. Let me just get my tweezers. And I like to kind of cover up things if I need not have it there. Do I bring in this, or do I bring in some of these wintry scenes? Yeah, why don't I just do that? Before that, I'll just do the simple whiteout. And if you are wondering where you can find these tools, these sticker books, this is from Planything. Again, my code Priya10 earns you 10% off, and it can be stacked, but I don't think this is still available. This is a book from a couple of years ago. So I will have a small winter scene here. No, I think that's it. Right, yeah. Let's just bring something here. And we will also have some of these snowflakes. And as I was saying, I do have lots of videos which can be quite useful if you are a beginner in the planner or journal world. And it is a nice time for people to discover they bought a new planner, so they will need some additional resources to get started. And that's why I thought all these videos should be coming out now rather than later. I will have timestamps for all the sections. And this is like a sticker set, and this is from Journal Say. So it's nice wintry garden kind of scene. And my code Priya gives you 8% off at Journal Say. The shop is linked below. It does have a small glare, as in it's not matte finish. And lots of setup videos are lined up, so make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification so that you wouldn't miss any of the setup videos. And I will have timestamps for this video. This also is one of my favorite organizing tools these days, and I think this is good. So I'll just go ahead and write my name, keeping my fingers crossed. And this set is also from Journal Say. It is the 4 season colors. So now that we have the name page all done, let's go to the back and test out some of the pens that we normally use. So I'm just moving the books to the other side. so that we can just get the clip. And this clip is also from Journal C. It is linked below if you want to grab this hand. And I'm bringing in some normal pens that I use. I have this Zig Clean Color Dot, and I have some of the other pens that I normally use. And this is from a bookish themed stamp set that I have out, because I was also working on my reading journal setup. If it is not out, it will be coming very, very soon. So let's get working on our pen test. So I have some stamps and I have some pens, and we'll get started. I will wait for it to dry. Just wait a moment, and until then I can always clean my stamps, because whenever I have my inks out, I always have my baby wipes out. So that way I can just clean right away. And now it's the moment of truth. So I tested all the pens that I normally use. So let us see. That's not bad. Let me show you up close. So this has some slight ghosting, as you can see, and that's the VersaFine. And with the Memento also, there is a bit of a ghosting, and the Zig Clean Color Dots. So Versa Magic, I believe, is the chalk paste ink, and the rest are not. So that is why it is so friendly. You can see that the Versa Magic, this one, it does not have any ghosting. So that is the pen test. So now let's get ahead with some decoration, and we'll set up the initial page of January. So we're done with that. Let's move the books to the side again. And this is a Writec 0.7 that I normally use, because yeah, 0.38 and even 0.5 I can do, but nothing smaller than that. Let's go ahead and see. So when we finish with the name page, you open like so, and there is like an intro page, and there is some self-reflection, which I will get to that off camera, and I will do that before I actually start. I'm setting this up in December, so just so that I'll have a heads up on things when the year starts. So I don't know what we are doing. I may be here, I may not be here, we could be traveling. So I do not want any unnecessary stress. So I just took this zebra my liner in the olive green, and I just highlighted some of the words, and I just wrote down a few things that I think are important to me. I'm yet to finish with my compass assessment, which is with the Moxie Life system, and that way I arrive at my word of the year very easily, because I get to pinpoint what's important and what I should let go. So this will be the identifying values, and now I will have to come and set up my goals, which will also happen when the goal setting system is kind of done. So this is a set of goals I can work on, 5 goals I can work on, and that's just like a set of page focused on that goal, which is also helpful, I think. And this is the habit cultivation that you would like to focus on. We have 3 habits, and see how convenient that corner became, what your day should look like. So this is like the daily framework. So anything that you might want to come back throughout the year, you can note down here. So these are all set up that I will be doing, and this is the calendars for 2025 and 2026, and then the full year is laid out. If you want to say, if you're using this as a planner, you want the maintenance things to be scheduled every quarter, or if you have to make appointments for a doctor visit or your annual visit or your routine checkups, anything of that sort. On to the quarters, each day is listed. So you could decorate at the bottom if you have space, but I would rather keep this clean because I do not know what will come to me as I look at things a bit more in depth. So now we are at the start of January. So this is the January overview, and we will have another page just if you want to focus on things, self-care, some intentions and habits, and all that is repeated. This is the month at a glance, and we have January starting on a Wednesday and finishing on a Friday. So you have this area to decorate. That's what I would do. So I thought I will come and make a January page here. So let me just make sure that I bring in some more inks again, but this time I'm using some stencils. So this is a snowflake stencil, and I will not come and do like a full-fledged I don't want any harsh edges or anything. So I will just have that scrap piece of paper there, and I could come, and I don't want any crisp lines. So that is our stamping done. And now I will come and add some more wintry goodness. So this time I'm going for a nice a bit more muted look. And I will bring in some of these cityscapes. Yeah, I think I'll just go with that. I love these colors. So this set is from Journal Say, and when I pick over, I think over a certain amount they ship international for free, and fairly inexpensive. So I really love when I can use that in my journals, especially because that was the only book bound one I was using. Yeah, or else why don't I just use all stickers here? AN. Because the only bummer is that you have only one of each in each set. So when I buy multiple sets, because if you spell something in your journals, it is really, you go through the vowels pretty easily. It does have kind of that gothic feel to it. So I will come and add the A in the middle, just eyeballing the center there. I think it's nice and pretty. So that's the landing page or the month page. And now for the overview, we will also have something going on this side. So let's just decorate this page and this one. And nothing too crazy. I will also use some of the quotes left in this book, which is just this book. So I'm just trying to use these 2 days, which I know I may not come back to, but we can always have the bullet points for the functional aspects. So this will be the new year. And as you can see, my new year stickers have pretty much been used very, very well. And there's hardly anything to use in here. So what else can we use? So let's bring one of these girls, and she looks really ready for the week here. Yeah, I really worry about adding things to a book bound journal. I really do. So that is why I'm trying to make sure that I pick thinner elements just along the bottom of the page here, so that we can focus on something. I will just decorate around there. Yeah, again with this, I'm not too worried because even in my journals, I use the Arch and Olive journal. I do use the thinner elements, and it's usually even after the full book has been used, I don't have much of a problem filling up the back pages, because if it gets too bulky, you really can't use it because it just wouldn't lay down flat, right? Yeah, so that is that page done. And we will also have some of these stencils and maybe a couple of quotes, and we should be done. Let's see how this goes, and then we'll see what other elements can be used. So that is my plan. Let me see, because I hope to be able to use this for like a priorities page. You know what I mean? So something for the priorities, the top 3 priorities for the day, something of that sort. And for that, I will need the pages done ahead of time so that I can come and fill them all in. So another coat, and then we should be done. Let me know how you like the setup, and if you have a Hemlock and Oak planner in your lineup. Have you been using it for a while? I just picked it up, so I do not have much experience. This is my very first week setting it up, and if you have been in the HNO community, what is your favorite layout and what you use it for? Is it like your catch-all? What does it work for you as? So it is nice to hear others' inputs, especially when you are new to the community days. And let me know what you think about my setup and how you like it. And if you would like to see me plan in here on camera, or would you rather have me just do it at my own time and then come and share the prepped versions? And I'm also going to be decorating this month at a glance page, and I'm using some of these elements again along with the winter vibes, and I also have some other fun washi tapes out. So let us bring these script washi. It is linked below along with all the other tools that you might want to check out together with the rest of the items I'm using. And I'm just going with a very ripped effect, and I'm not even using the full one. So please come follow me on Instagram. I will have all my details down in the description. And as I mentioned, I have the timestamps down in the description, and please make sure you check that out. If you want to jump to any particular section, I have the full name page, quick and simple. And then we went ahead and did the pen test on here, and we did have the verdict. And lastly, we came and prepped the first page and also the month at a glance. This is the monthly page, month landing page as we call it. And yeah, please come check out all the shops and codes I mentioned in case you want to check out anything that you want. If you liked today's video, I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to my channel and turning on the bell notification so that you wouldn't be missing out on any of my future videos. And please share it with anybody who you think will like such content and will like to join me on this HNO journey next year. And please check out the tutorials, whether it be for the distress oxides or distress inks or anything for that matter. I do have lots of videos which can be quite helpful to you if you are in the planner and journaling world. So thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in my next one. Bye.